If you've made it this far, it's not by chance. God, the universe, and your guardian angels chose this moment to put this message in front of your eyes. Take a deep breath. Feel. The words you are about to hear are not just letters in the wind, but signs meant to touch your heart. Nothing happens without purpose. Today, the invisible approaches the visible to show you something greater. Are you ready to receive? Where are you watching from right now? Write in the comments. Your angels want to know where this message found you. Today, the universe brings you a deep calling. A calling that touches not only your mind, but also what resonates in the silence of your heart. There is someone, a person whose energy still pulses within your life. No matter how many days pass, no matter how time insists on building walls, the bond does not disappear. It remains, like a flame hidden behind a closed window that still lets light through. This person thinks of you, and thinks more than they would like to admit. Sometimes, in the midst of the routine, a memory of you arises like a whisper, a detail, a scent, a word, and suddenly you are there, present in their mind. It's as if the universe itself is responsible for igniting signals that are impossible to ignore. And maybe you feel it too. It's not a coincidence, it's harmony. The guardian angels reveal that there are invisible threads connecting hearts, even when the distance seems to scream the opposite. This person carries within them something they still don't know how to express. It's as if they have an unsent letter in their chest, a letter that speaks of longing, fear, and a desire for closeness. But it also speaks of blockages, doubts, and a silence that weighs like a shadow. And you feel this. Even when you try to move on, the universe insists on showing signs. Dreams, unexpected encounters, memories that return without warning. It's not your imagination, it's spiritual movement. It's life whispering that something still breathes. The angels say that this person has been struggling with their own feelings. It's like a river trying to resist the natural flow of water, but the more it resists, the stronger the current becomes. And this person's heart finds no rest. Today, the signs show that there is a battle happening within them. One part wants to reach out, another part fears. It's a silent war, but it's real. And you are at the center of this whirlwind, even without having asked for it. God shows you that none of this is in vain. The experiences you are living now, the silences, the waits, are all part of a greater plan. Nothing is a punishment. Everything is a lesson, a revelation. Feel deep within your being. You have not been forgotten. This person may try to pull away, may search for reasons to stay quiet, but they cannot completely disconnect, because the bond between you is not ordinary, it's spiritual. And spiritual ties do not break easily. Imagine two roads that once crossed. Even if they now seem distant, the meeting point remains marked on the map of life. So it is with the connection between you. The universe knows the way back. Today, the angels ask you to look within. Breathe. Close your eyes for a moment. What do you feel when you think of this person? It's not just a memory. It's a living, pulsating energy. And this energy reaches you because the other soul also sends it, even in silence. How many times have you felt that someone was thinking of you at the exact moment the phone rang, or when an unexpected message came through? That's the power of resonance. And that's what's happening now. This person thinks, feels, desires, but doesn't know how to cross their own shadows. The angels say that this person's silence is not empty. The silence is full of unspoken feelings, trapped words, emotions that scream inside. And even when this person tries to hide it, the universe reveals it in signs, in dreams, in little coincidences. You might even wonder, why won't this person just speak up? The answer is both simple and complex. Fear. Fear of what might happen if they open their heart. Fear of losing control. Fear of not being ready to own their feelings. And amidst this fear, indecision is born. But there's something that this person can't control. The strength of the bond. And that's why today, even from afar, they feel it. They feel nostalgia. They feel the absence. They feel the weight of the emptiness. And the angels say that this inner struggle won't last forever, because the human heart cannot ignore what is true for long. You are receiving this message because something is moving in the invisible. The universe is preparing revelations. And when signs start to repeat, it's not coincidence, it's a warning. It's as if the angels are knocking on this person's heart, insisting, recognize, embrace, don't run away. You feel that this story isn't over yet, and it truly isn't. The chapter is still open. The pages are still waiting for new words. And within this waiting, there are lessons that God wants to bring into your life. So trust. Trust in the timing, trust in the process, trust in the strength of the signs, because nothing happens by chance. And if this message reached you today, it's because the entire heavens moved for you to receive this confirmation. Now we need to talk about what weighs heavy, about what hurts, about what you often keep silent, but which overflows in hidden tears. This person distances themselves. This distancing is not a lack of feeling. It's confusion, it's fear, it's indecision. The angels reveal that there's a shadow within them, a shadow that tries to silence the heart. And that's why silence becomes so pronounced, not because there is no emotion, but because there is a wall erected by their own fear. Have you ever noticed how silence sometimes speaks louder than any words? A silence can be a stifled scream, and that's what's happening now. This person is quiet, but inside their chest there's a whirlwind. Don't blame yourself. Don't think that you weren't enough. This silence doesn't reflect your shortcomings, but the internal battle that this soul is facing. God asks you to see this clearly. It's not a lack of love, it's conflict. There are days when this person wants to get closer, and there are days when they hide behind excuses, distractions, shadows. It's a dance of closeness and distance, which confuses, hurts, and leaves marks. And you feel it. You feel the absence, you feel the uncertainty. You feel the emptiness that silence creates. And sometimes you wonder, has it all ended? But the angels say, no, the bond hasn't ended. It's just hiding behind a wall. And this wall sooner or later will give way, because you can't fight forever against the truth of the heart. And the truth is that this person carries deep feelings for you, feelings that time hasn't erased, feelings that insist on returning. God reveals that this is a time of testing, a time when you are called to trust more in the invisible than in the visible, more in the signs from heaven than in human actions. Because what the eyes see may seem empty, but what the angels show is fullness. Have you ever felt that someone stepped away out of fear, not out of lack of love? This is the exact portrait of what's happening now. It's not about rejection, but a spiritual and emotional battle. And as painful as it may be, it's necessary to understand this so that you don't carry burdens that aren't yours. This silence weighs heavily. This indecision hurts. But what the angels reveal is that none of this will be in vain. Each tear, each weight, each night that you sought answers is being embraced in the heart of God. And at the right time, revelation will come. There is no shadow that lasts forever. There is no silence that won't be broken. And there is no distance that can erase what is true. You might be tired, you might be exhausted from waiting. But even in that fatigue, the heavens continue to work. And even when you think nothing is happening, the angels are working behind the scenes, touching that person's heart, paving the way for your reunion. So hang in there. Trust. The signal is on its way. And when it arrives, you will understand that all this silence had a purpose. Now, take a deep breath. Feel it in your heart. What do you wish to hear from that person? What would your heart like to receive? Write in the comments, because when you put into words what you feel, you make space for the universe to work even more in your favor. This is just the beginning of the revelation. The silence is about to break, the shadows are about to fall, and that person's guard is beginning to crumble. The universe whispers. God confirms. The guardian angels are moving around you. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. And what seems like a shadow today is only setting the stage for the revelation. That person thinks about you more than they admit. They think about you when they wake up. They think about you when they lie down. They even think about you in moments when they try to deny it. But the heart does not lie. The soul does not go quiet. And the angels do not allow the truth to be erased. You feel the signs. Your heart races for no reason. That person's name comes up in unexpected places. Memories invade when you least expect them. All of this is spiritual movement. God shows that something is aligning, and it's no coincidence that you received this message today. There is a promise being fulfilled. There is a wall falling. There is a guard crumbling. Breathe. Feel. The doors are opening. Silence is not absence. Silence is a place where feelings mature. It is in silence that the soul is heard. It is in silence that the heart realizes it cannot live without what is true. And that is why you feel this energy now. Because the universe has already begun to move the invisible pieces of this story. It's not the end. It's just a pause before the revelation. This person will realize that it's pointless to fight against the inevitable. It's no use hiding from what God has written. It's no use running away from what destiny has woven. The reunion is being prepared, the signal is coming, and when it arrives, it will be impossible to deny. The angels say, trust in the timing, trust in the process, trust in the love that is true. The human heart may hide for a while. It may shut down out of fear, but it cannot stay in darkness when the light insists on coming in. And the light is already coming in. The light is already breaking through the shadows. Do you believe that silence speaks too? Write in the comments, because every word you voice echoes back to you from the universe. There is something greater taking shape. Do not fear, do not doubt. You have not been forgotten. You have been chosen, and the signal is already approaching. Now close your eyes for a moment. Imagine the sky at dusk, a dark sky full of shadows, and suddenly a star appears, small but strong enough to illuminate the darkness. This is your story. Even when everything feels silent, even when everything feels empty, the truth shines, the connection remains, and hope is born always. No distance can erase what is true. No silence is loud enough to silence what the heart cries out. No shadow is deep enough to hide what God has illuminated. This person may try to run away. They may build walls. They may raise defenses. But the universe has already decreed the bond will not break, and what is yours by destiny finds its way back. You are a seed planted in divine soil, and seeds, even when hidden beneath the earth, always bloom at the right time. Silence is just the earth that covers. The reunion is the flower that blooms. So trust, not in what the eyes see, but in what the heart feels. Trust in the signs, trust in the promise, trust in God, because no shadow withstands the light. No fear withstands love, and no defense stands when the truth arrives. Life always finds its way back to what is true, and the truth is within you, in your heart, in your faith, in your hope. Allow this certainty to be your refuge. Let this promise be your comfort. Let this message be your strength, and when doubt arises, remember, God does not align paths without purpose. The universe does not send messages without reason. The angels do not whisper in vain. All of this is part of the plan, and the plan is good. The plan is full of hope. The plan is light. Allow yourself to believe. Allow yourself to rest in this certainty. Allow yourself to trust that true love is never lost, because there is no eternal silence. There is no eternal shadow. There is no eternal distance. What is true always finds its way back, and your story is just beginning. Now I want to speak to you, heart to heart. If this message touched your soul, if it brought peace to your heart, then it has fulfilled the purpose that the angels had in presenting it to you. But this is not the end. This is just a part of the journey, and you can keep receiving messages like this whenever you need a sign. Before you go, I want to ask you a simple question. Which word from this message spoke to you the most today? Write it in the comments, whether it's silence, hope, shadow, God, universe, or another that touched your heart. The angels rejoice when you put into words what your soul already feels. And if you wish for this message to reach someone else who also needs light, share it. Share it with those you love, with those you know are carrying silences in their hearts. You can be an instrument of God to bring hope to another soul. If this message resonated with you, give it a like. This way you show the universe that you welcomed this word, and this helps this energy reach even more people who are seeking answers. And if you wish to keep receiving messages like this, subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notification bell so that whenever the universe brings a revelation, it reaches you without delay. Here, you will never be alone. Here the angels will always have a word for your heart. So now take a deep breath one last time. Hold within you this certainty. Silence is not the end. The shadow is not eternal. Distance is not a barrier. God is taking care of every detail. The universe is realigning paths, and the angels are preparing signs, and when the sign arrives, you will recognize it. Because it will be clear. It will be undeniable. It will be the answer you've been waiting for. Are you ready? Heaven has already begun to move for you. If this message touched your soul, write in the comments the word that spoke to you the most. Leave a like so the universe knows you embraced it. Share with someone who needs light. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new revelation. And remember, the angels walk beside you. God holds your hand, and the universe works in your favor. The best is yet to come, and the true always finds its way back.